Flex machine, Taz, we gassed up the solar-powered helicopter, made the trip to Cardiff, Wales to bring you this extra special presentation here tonight. All right, now let's head to the ring where Arcaniora is standing by.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Glasgow, Scotland, Isla Dawn!
With Marina Shafir.
Yes, she's going to have her hands full for sure, but she seems confident. She's not far from home, right? What is it, where she lives? It's probably like a quick 20-minute Uber drive, maybe 40 minutes, something like that?
Something like that, yeah. I'm not sure on the exact mileage. It is in a completely different country, but nonetheless, we continue here tonight on Dark. Those ominous tones can mean only one thing. The problem is on her way. Prior to her time in professional wrestling, Marina Shafir, a high-level judo standout, and really, I mean, the enforcer for the Death Riders and John Moxley, Taz. Oh, there you can see our desk. We were ducking underneath it.
Oh, yes. Well, no, we don't normally, for a dock, you know, like old school dock, we never would work at the desk. We'd rather work up here in the nosebleed section amongst all of our great fans here in Wales. Instead of sitting at the desk, that's easy.
Right, yeah, that's, you know what, Taz, that's Wednesday night business. That's, maybe that's Saturday night business. But yeah, here on Dark, it's Tuesday night, and that's how we do things here.
That's right. That's right. You know what? Marina's taking her shoes and socks off. Give me a second. I'm going to take mine off. Go Tasmaniac style. Hold on. Let me take my socks off.
Wow, two fans here in Cardiff are walking away with some very unique souvenirs. Official Taz footwear. Taz socks.
Yes.
As Marina Shafir, Isla Dawn, set to start things off. And Shafir pacing. You can see that intense look on her face. And, you know, Taz, we're excited here.
Well, a lot of times, as you know, a lot of times before a match, you could psych your opponent out just by looking at them the right way. And I think that Marina might have just did that, but we'll see.
Shafir backing Isla up to the corner, but Isla definitely with the support of the fans here in Wales, traveling from all over the UK to be here tonight just for this special edition, stocking stuffer edition of AEW Dark. And what a time of year it is for AEW, Taz. Of course, we've got Dynamite coming up tomorrow night from Manchester, England on TBS and HBO Max. And then coming up in less than 2 weeks, it will be World's End live from the Now Arena in Chicago on pay-per-view via HBO Max. We've got some big stuff in store.
Absolutely. She's got those knuckles locked, does Marina. And she hit a excellent foot sweep right there. It was quickly done. It was an Okuriashi Hari and was really well done. But yeah, can't wait for World's End. Going to be great for sure. But look at the good grip strength here by Shafir Excalibur.
And Shafir dragging Isla down to the mat. Now has control on top. The knee placed on the chest. And Shafir, she's very dangerous from this position, Taz. Can lock in that mother's milk, but instead opts for a side headlock there.
Yeah, it was smart. It was smart to go to that side headlock. You know, I think that if she could have stayed on the mat, it would be advantage to Shafir, but let's see what happens here.
You mentioned that coming up tomorrow night, AEW Dynamite, special 3-hour broadcast from Manchester, England on TBS and HBO Max. We will see a huge 8-woman tag team match. Mercedes Moné, the Megasis, Megan Bayne, Marina Shafir, who's just taking Isla Dawn to task right now, and the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Athena will team up to take on the Timeless Love Bombs, Timeless Toni Storm, Mina Shirakawa, and the inaugural AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron. That and so much more tomorrow night, TBS HBO Max for a special 3-hour Dynamite.
Nice body shot right there by Marina. She's explaining to the ref, hey, I didn't do anything illegal, which she didn't. It was fine. That was an excellent body shot, and there was nothing wrong with it.
Isla Dawn slips behind, a shot to the back of the head, and now elbow strike to the jaw, uppercut. Dawn has Shafir backed up, those leg kicks. Shafir just absorbing all that contact, Taz.
Yeah, and Marina's saying bring more of it. So she wants her to bring more of those kicks. She wants to fight.
Baiting her in for the baiting her in for the roundhouse kick attempt, and then Shafir slips behind, but Isla Dawn control the wrist, almost like a latigo, whipping Shafir down, and now high boot drops the problem. I think this is the first time Marina Shafir's been taken off her feet all match, Taz.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. With this nice cradle.
Just a 2 count there for Isla Dawn.
Nice throw with the cradle. I mean, trapping that head with the leg. Good grip.
Dawn looking for the sweep, but Shafir tattooing Isla's torso with the kick, and then just the boot as this raucous crowd here in Cardiff trying to urge on Isla Dawn, but now Isla caught in the grip of Shafir and essentially a DDT with the legs, Taz.
Yeah, very innovative. Very well done, and she shut up this crowd here in Wales. Well, I thought they would chant for me to put my socks back on, but they weren't. They were chanting stuff at Arena. Oh, Chop City.
Good luck getting those socks back, Taz. Those fans that took them are, headed to the hills.
I know, they really are. Hills, they're headed to the hills, they are, I say. I'll get more of them. I have a lot of socks.
You got a lot of problems, Taz, but socks ain't one of them.
Damn right. But I'll tell you, who has no problems right now is Marina. She is locked in and really wearing down her opponent here.
Yeah, hammer fists across the spine for Isla Dawn. Marina Shafir flattening her opponent down to a prone position.
You sure it's not Isla Dawn? It's not Isla, right? It's Isla Dawn, I think. Not Isla.
I mean, I think it's Isla, but either way, she has caught that bow and arrow and turns it over on Shafir. Just a 2 count for Ms. Dawn. Now,
Isla, yeah, Ms. Dawn. She had a nice ankle pick.
And drop kick sends Shafir reeling back to the corner. Isla Dawn now running knee strike in the corner. Sustained offense here from the independent standout.
I think that Dawn wanted to get a suplex. It was quickly blocked by Marina Shafir. Oh, just ate a high round. Wow, what a shot.
Yeah, massive roundhouse kick finally connects. Backdrop suplex. Cover made. Leg is hooked, but Shafir able to kick out.
That's interesting. You do know the names of some suplexes. Okay, I didn't realize that. I know you're an expert, but suplex, I mean, everybody has a weakness, Excalibur. That might be yours.
Only on Tuesday nights, Taz. Now Shafir looking for a sleeper, but jawbreaker by Isla Dawn. And she controls the wrist of Shafir once again, but Shafir devastating lariat and into the mother's milk. That is it. Tap out immediately. Shafir picking up a dominant victory here tonight on this stocking stuffer dark. Wow. Well, Marina Shafir, a dominant victory to kick off this special edition of AEW Dark. And now, fans, let's take a look at World's End coming up in less than 2 weeks on pay-per-view via HBO Max.
The winds of change are here. Each gust created from great force, pushing everything and everyone to the brink.
AEW World Champion.
Pay-per-view event live Saturday, December 27th. HBO Max subscribers exclusive price of $39.99.
December 13th begins the 12 days of Shop AEW. Each day a different sale. Now, you may think that it's a good time for me to sing the 12 days of Christmas, but you're wrong. 25 off holiday sweats, 25 off any jersey, then 30 off all shoes and hats, 35 off AEW merch, 20 off matchup Mondays, and 25 off top rope Tuesdays. 30% off backpacks and bags, 25% off tees and grab bags, 30% off DVDs, then posters, art, prints, and stickers, 30 off toys, then 35 off the entire website all day. Some restrictions, they will apply. Shop AEW, shop AEW, shop AEW, then feel the wrath, then feel the wrath, babes of the wrath. Shop AEW, then feel the wrath, then feel the wrath, then feel the wrath, babes of the wrath. ShopAEW.com.
I like that.
Well, we're excited about World's End coming up Saturday, December 27th from Chicago, Illinois on HBO Max.
The following trio contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Kid Lycos 2, and Mark Andrews.
That is Mark Andrews in the white jacket, Kid Lycos 2 in the mask, Kid Lycos, the original Sans mask in the black jacket. These three men, big part of the independent scene here in the United Kingdom, but Mark Andrews especially a native of Cardiff, Wales, so it's going to mean a lot to him to be back here in the ring, in the AEW ring. I think the last time he was in this ring, he was on the receiving end of a big-time chokeslam.
And their opponent, Mascara Dorada, Freshly Squeezed Orange Cassidy, and Roderick Strong.
I'll tell you, the new the conglomeration, easy for me to say, their new music, it's something else. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you've been enjoying this from home. I think you have it set as your ringtone, not even just on your mobile phone, but on your landline as well.
Absolutely, because it brings me back to the 90s. There was a TV show that this song reminds me of. I don't want to say it here because I don't want to have to pay royalties. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but yeah, it's a crazy, wacky-ass song.
Well, the last time we saw Roderick Strong and Orange Cassidy inside a ring here in AEW, they were competing against one another in the Continental Classic, and it did not end well for Roderick Strong, Orange Cassidy picking up the victory, picking up the 3 points that night. But right now, Mascara Dorada, Mark Andrews starting things off for their respective sides. Dorada coming off that big upset victory over Claudio Castagnoli in the Continental Classic, Taz.
Yeah, it was a huge upset victory, and you can see why. Dorada, very talented luchador, extremely fleet-footed, athletic as heck, and has that bona fide luchador style. As you see right there, Mark Andrews, he's not sure what's hitting him right now.
Dorada comes around the high Enziguri, but in come Lycos 1 and 2. Dorada able to duck underneath, comes back, double arm drag, takes the Brits out of the ring, and now Dorada poised to take flight. No. But now Mark Andrews, beautiful, comes through the Cazadora, the stomp, and the shot for Roderick Strong takes him off the apron. Orange Cassidy ducking underneath.
Yeah, he's trying to bait Orange in, and Orange, wow, not wasting time. Cassidy's ready to go.
Now Andrews, the Enziguri, Lycos 2, the jawbreaker, Lycos the drop kick. Now Mariposa, great teamwork here in the UK trio.
Well, this is a great opportunity for the three men and them taking advantage of it.
Lycos 2, Mark Andrews taking flight. Lycos over the top into Orange Cassidy. And Cassidy, he's got to be careful in this match tonight, Taz, because tomorrow night, he and Mascara Dorada will be competing in the Blue League of the 2025 Continental Classic. Both Cassidy and Dorada tied at 3 points, getting down to must-win territory here on the special 3-hour Dynamite tomorrow night from Manchester on TBS and HBO Max.
Absolutely. Right now, Dorada and Lycos won. Lycos won. Lycos. Lycos.
Code red. Or I guess we should say code gold from Mascara Dorada.
And Big OC wants to tag Orange Cassidy. He's probably got it.
Tag made to Orange Cassidy, sliding into the ring underneath the bottom rope. I would say this is a lukewarm tag, if anything else, Taz.
That's Orange Cassidy's style.
Hands in his pockets, able to stymie Kid Lycos, swinging a miss by Lycos 2 in a row. Cassidy now through the arm drag. And leapfrog up and over that top. Oh, big monkey flip launch, Lycos, and now Lycos 2, Mark Andrews sensing the danger, Taz.
Yeah, well, see, you realize Orange Cassidy kind of made himself defenseless, putting the hands in his pocket, but that's what Orange Cassidy's about. We've seen him do that so many times in AEW. It's amazing.
Lycos going for the Grand Buster, but the Stun Dog Millionaire, great reversal by Orange Cassidy. Roderick Strong, he wasn't even paying attention, but he got tagged in. And now, Orange Cassidy trying to urge on some teamwork from Roderick Strong, but
Strong didn't want nothing to do with it. Oh, wait a minute.
Cassidy into the corner. Not sure Roderick would have stopped if Orange hadn't moved, but Mark Andrews, the waist lock, shot, drops Andrews, and now Orange Cassidy sends Lykos into the grip of Roderick Strong, and a backbreaker. High five. Orange Cassidy's asking for it. He's not going to get it, but Lykos too on the ascent, and Orange Cassidy avoids disaster. But the same cannot be said for Kid Lykos 2 or Mark Andrews. Orange Punch, and now Mascara Dorada coming through. Tope 2 for 1 for Dorada. And now Roderick Strong. End of heartache. The cover, 2, 3.
Here are your winners, Mascara Dorada, Orange Cassidy, and Roderick Strong.
Well, a victory tonight for this trio, conglomeration adjacent as they may be, but tomorrow night, Orange Cassidy, Mascara Dorada, Blue League action, the 2025 Continental Classic, 3 points on the line as a special 3-hour Dynamite on TBS and HBO Max. Tomorrow night at 8/7 Central, it's 3 hours of AEW coming to you from Manchester, England, and it all begins with Dynamite. The Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal returns tomorrow night with the final 2 men battling it out on Christmas Eve for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. $1 million, 750,000 pounds, whatever you want to call it. A lot of money will be on the line when Kazuchika Okada, Konosuke Takeshita, and Josh Alexander face the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, the newly reunited Elite in Manchester. The AEW World Tag Team Championship is on the line tomorrow night when FTR attempt to fend off a challenge by the Bang Bang Gang, Austin Gunn, and Juice Robinson. A massive 8-person tag team match is on the horizon with Mercedes Moné, Megan Bayne, Marina Shafir, Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Athena, taking on the Timeless Love Bombs and the newly crowned AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, the Babes of Wrath. Action in the 2025 Continental Classic continues as Orange Cassidy and Mascara Dorada, knotted up at 3 points, will battle to get closer to the top of the Blue League table tomorrow night. Also in the Blue League, a must-win match for both Jon Moxley and Roderick Strong. A draw will keep them both in the running, but one man can be mathematically eliminated with a loss tomorrow. In the Gold League, one of 3 men tied at the top of the table, Kyle Fletcher, will face the Bastard Pack in a highly anticipated battle with 3 crucial points on the line. And AEW World Champion Samoa Joe and his challengers at World's End, Swerve Strickland and Hangman Adam Page, will put pen to paper and make their bout for December 27th official. And speaking of the 27th, World's End is live from the Now Arena in Chicago, Illinois on pay-per-view on HBO Max. We will witness the semifinal and final round matches of the 2025 Continental Classic live. Plus, it was made official this past Saturday at Collision. Jamie Hayter will challenge Chris Statlander for the AEW Women's World Championship in Chicago. And in a rematch of epic proportions, Samoa Joe will look to defend his AEW World Championship against Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland at World's End, live on pay-per-view on HBO Max. Well, now it's time for the main event tonight in this special stocking stuffer.
The following trio contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Nathan Cruz and Yakuruso Veterans.
That's James Drake bringing up.
I told you, you gotta lay. Hey, listen, dude, you gotta lay off the eggnog at the concession stand behind us. I told you, stop with the eggnog, because you're babbling sometimes. You drink too much, guy. Jesus.
Tess, you know they have eggnog with booze in it now?
You invented it.
Well, this is the Crucial Young Vets. There's James Drake on the rope, Zach Gibson inside the ring, and Nathan Cruz, I believe, making his in-ring debut for AEW against some pretty tough customers. A tough draw with the GYV and Nathan Cruz here tonight in our main event. See Daniel Garcia, the Bastard Pack, and lurking in the shadows, Jon Moxley. Let's go back to the ring in Arcadiora.
And their opponents, Wheeler Yuta, the Bastard Pack, and Jon Moxley.
an ominous sight when they're making in. Marina Shafir already made her presence felt earlier tonight, and now it's up to the other members of the Death Riders. Wheeler Yuta, Jon Moxley, and a Bastard Pack. And of course, not only have Marina Shafir for reinforcements on the floor, Taz, but they have Daniel Garcia as well.
Yeah, well, that's it. Running a pack, and that's kind of what it's always been, for the most part, Moxley's regime as the head honcho of the Death Riders, so he's always got a lot of support staff around him.
See Moxley make his way to the ring. A lot of confidence on his face heading into the match tonight. But Taz, Jon Moxley sitting at just 3 points in the Blue League of the 2025 Continental Classic. He only has 2 matches remaining. It is basically must-win territory from him here on out. A draw tomorrow night when he faces Roderick Strong as part of the 3-hour Dynamite on TBS and HBO Max. A draw could only put him tied for first place, and that would mean that he would need Claudio Castagnoli and Konosuke Takeshita to lose all of their matches if he had any hopes of advancing.
Yeah, he needs a lot of help, not just his own victory for tomorrow night, meaning Moxley. So, it's rare that would happen with a guy like Moxley. He would normally be in the driver's seat, but not right now with the Continental Classic.
And talking about the driver's seat, Wheeler Yuta, or at least temporarily, was in the driver's seat. He and James Drake trading chops here in the corner.
Yeah, both Yuta and Drake, heavy chops for sure.
Yeah, but Yuta just biting the face of James Drake. And now Drake, though, elevates up and over the top. Yuta, swing and a miss. Drake on the move, shows some good speed there. Big cross body takes Yuta off his feet. And now elbow strike.
With a good old-fashioned cross body, and then that forearm shiver, that elbow strike for sure, on point.
Now Zach Gibson holds Yuta in place. Drake with the back elbow. Gibson and Drake know each other so well, Taz. They are a very well-established tag team, not just here in the UK, but in Ring of Honor, AEW rings as well. We've seen them compete on Collision a number of times.
Absolutely, they have great charisma together, I should say, chemistry together for sure.
But Pac in the ring, he's very formidable as well. But right now, GYV, Grizzled Young Veterans, getting the better of the Death Riders. Moxley, a sense of concern on his part as Nathan Cruz seeing his first action of this match legal alongside the Bastard Pac. And Taz, tomorrow night in the Gold League, Pac has a crucial matchup with Kyle Fletcher as Cruz now makes the cover too. And that is a match I know fans have been circling on their calendars when the brackets for the Continental Classic were announced. Kyle Fletcher is sitting at 6 points, Pac at 3 points, and 3 points on the line tomorrow night on Dynamite, the special 3-hour broadcast from Manchester on TBS and HBO Max.
Wow, great job right there by the Grit Your Teeth man, the Grizzled Young Vets. Excellent job there, taking out the Death Riders.
Now Cruz fireman's carry on Pac, but the rake of the eyes and the great equalizer for the Bastard. Now boot up into the face. Cruz was on the move, Taz, and he just got dropped by Pac.
Yeah, you can't run in too quick, too undisciplined against a guy like Pac. He's going to make you pay for it. Ooh.
And of course, with all the Continental Classic action going on, we'd be remiss if we did not mention that the semifinals and the finals for the 2025 Continental Classic go down on December 27th at World's End, live from Chicago, Illinois, on pay-per-view and HBO Max. We are just over a week away from finding out who will be heading into the semifinals, who will have a chance to compete for that Continental Championship currently held by the Rainmaker, the international champion, Kazuchika Okada.
Absolutely, the Continental Classic. I've been watching it heavily from home. It's been excellent, week in and week out on Collision and Dynamite, so no doubt about it.
Taz, I mean, I've seen it. I've seen the inside of your smoke shack. You've got the cork board up. You got the you got all the thread and the pictures. It looks like a conspiracy theorist there, but you're just working out all the permutations of the Continental Classic.
Correct. I brought in a team of analysts, and I also have 4 more TVs I put in the smoke shack. So we have a whole big thing going on during Dynamite Collision. Oh, look at Yuta.
Yuta, the guillotine knee drop to the back of the head, the cover made, but Cruz a little close to the ropes, got the rope break, but Yuta, now look at this, the mocking claps and controlling the wrist of Nathan Cruz.
Yeah, and holding the elbow while he's doing some joint manipulation on the fingers right there, and then stomping.
Lateral press, Cruz able to kick out, and Taz getting into the holiday eggnog as well.
A little bit. Yeah. Well, I put my socks back on finally. Front headlock applied here. You know, it's getting chilly. It's whales, you know, the water and all the mammals.
Yeah. I mean, mammals, reptiles, just a little bit of everything. Now, I'm sure you went to shopaew.com to get those socks.
Oh, yeah, look at those. That's all I wear. Yeah.
Yuta, once again, gouging the eyes of his opponent. This time, unfortunately for him, it was Nathan Cruz on the receiving end. And Yuta, I mean, just exuding confidence, Taz.
Yeah, he's in control. I don't blame him. He's rocking big control, and he's got his crew there with the Death Rider, so he's got a lot of backup, but he just ain't an insecurity.
Now Pac comes in, but in comes Zach Gibson from the other side, taking the bastard down. The hammer throw into the ropes, reversed again, and Gibson. He's got Pac. I think Pac's a bit stunned here, Taz.
Yeah, I mean, getting cocky is Gibson, but best beware. You're wearing out the facial area of Pac right now, but Pac is super tough, veteran who's dangerous.
Yuta coming in for the waist lock, but Gibson, look at that, had the hand captured and then takes Wheeler Yuta over the top, makes the tag out to James Drake. And now Grizzly Young Veterans with a chance here. Covers made, 2, and now the kick out. GYV, famously huge Liverpool supporters, but given the red and white, you might mistake them for Sunderland fans, the way they're treating the Magpie Pac. The tag is made. Now Gibson, the waist lock. Perhaps a doomsday device situation here.
Uh-oh, this is dangerous here.
Pac slips free and dangerous for the GYV. And tag made to John Moxley. Moxley in from behind delivers the cutter. And Moxley, he's feeling confident here, Juan.
You might get him right here. You might just get him.
But Gibson able to kick out. Moxley, some mocking hand gestures to his opposition, but even John Moxley, he can't afford to take this match lightly, Taz. I mean, getting out unscathed is paramount, considering that Moxley's in the midst of the Continental Classic.
Absolutely it is. But you're in a match. You got to stay focused on that match. You can't worry about tomorrow or next week or what have you. That's how you get injured.
Moxley was on the move, but Gibson answers with a big lariat, taking down John Moxley. And Moxley a bit dazed for a second, but Gibson boot up into the jaw and to the middle rope. Long blower from Zach Gibson makes the tag. Nathan Cruz now legal. But Drake coming in, the sliding dropkick takes Pac on the outside, trying to neutralize the other members of the Death Riders.
Well, Gibson now's got Mox in the corner, and whoa.
Drake lands the dropkick, and Cruz now sits out. 1, 2. No, Moxley able to kick out.
Wow. Imagine that upset. Whew.
Yeah, that would have had huge implications here in the trio scene of AEW. And I mean, for Cruz, he almost got a pinfall victory off a 4-time former AEW World Champion, Taz.
Ah, that's what I'm saying. That's massive. Shotgun drop kick Jones right there by Moxley.
And now Pac, Wheeler Yuta, and John Moxley all in the ring, and all rapid fire offense on Nathan Cruz. Death Riders are just going to work here as Pac and Yuta crisscrossing, and over the top goes Yuta, and Pac building up momentum, comes out with the lariat and just decks Nathan Cruz, and now has him trapped in the brutalizer. This could be the end of the night as the tap out and the Death Riders score the victory in this stocking stuffer dark main event. And Pac, look at this Pac refusing to release the brutalizer. And you can just see the light dimming in the eyes of Nathan Cruz.
Winners, Wheeler Yuta, John Moxley, and the Bastard Pac.
It looks like John Moxley might be bloodied up a little bit. Not sure from what, but
Well, he wrestled a match. And he's bleeding. I mean, we've seen this with Mox.
that typically happens when John Moxley wrestles. Yes, you're right. But tomorrow night, Taz, John Moxley, blood aside, he will be stepping into the ring with Roderick Strong in the Blue League of the Continental Classic. Must-win match for both men. John Moxley currently at 3 points. Roderick Strong at 0. And across in the Gold League, the Bastard Pac will face Kyle Fletcher. Fletcher tied for the lead with 6 points in the Gold League alongside Speedball Mike Bailey and Kazuchika Okada. Pac has an opportunity to knock things up at the top of the table tomorrow night with a victory over Kyle Fletcher. We will find out how it all plays out from Manchester, England tomorrow night. Special 3-hour presentation of AEW Dynamite and then Collision on TBS and HBO Max. We'll see you there.
All right. Well, that's it. Well, I expected to be this short, but I haven't watched Dark Hour like in a long time, so that's crazy. But yeah, man, that was very, very quick. That was very quick. They got through that bitch in 30 minutes. Ain't that something? Well, now the main thing is I see what Dark Hour means. It really means 30 minutes. But now question is, what we gonna do about tomorrow? Well, the 3-hour special is tomorrow at 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna try to be home for that. So if I ever do decide to go live for that, I'll keep y'all posted. But yeah, that's Dark Hour for you. But however, if I can, I'm gonna try to see if I can react to the videos tomorrow, and then yeah, and then we'll go from there. So so for Dark Hour, I'm gonna see if there's any way I can react to it and upload it on YouTube. And once that's done, then that's it. So, but thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry that we couldn't do they couldn't do like at least till 8 o'clock, but I guess it was only 3 matches. So, but they got through that like in 30 minutes. But don't worry, we got the 3-hour special tomorrow. So I'll let y'all know if I go live, and we'll go from there. But we'll see if I can make it to. Let's see if I can go past 10 o'clock. We'll see if I can go past 10. But thank you guys for watching. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll catch y'all tomorrow for the 3-hour special. I'm gonna go ahead and work on some more videos. But other than that, we're gonna go ahead and end it. We're gonna get up out of this thing. So thank you guys for jumping on. And hopefully I'll catch y'all tomorrow for the 3-hour special for Collision Holiday Bash, all right? And Dynamite too. All right? Y'all have a good night.